Good evening, good morning, wherever you might find yourselves tonight. It is a pleasure to be back doing some rolling, some raging, and hopefully getting through the small puzzle that we put in front of the players last session.
I don't rate our chances.
I don't rate your chances.
So just before we jump into things, this will be the last session for this year, actually. So we're all going on a bit of a Christmas break. Some of us are traveling with a bit of freedom that we've managed to get during all of this COVID stuff.
I take a week off and you guys decide to end early because the DM's sad you can't beat his riddles. This is killing me.
Because you were off. That's the only reason. This is your punishment.
Oh.
If you want me to keep playing, you got to be on top of it.
Yeah, everyone stand back. They've got this.
So last session for anybody joining us today without any context, the players on their journey north to uncover the dragon cache being potentially kept by Redhelm's dad. There was a small altercation when the group decided to help out to be some bodyguards for a local caravan that was traveling to Baldur's Gate from Waterdeep. On the journey there, the players found themselves seeing what looked to be a mirage in the distance. As they approached, through a bit of skepticism, most of them wandered in without much thought. As looking behind them, they realized that they could no longer see the caravan, and then things faded to black.
Ooh, shiny.
Fuck. Waking up, the players found themselves in a quaint small town. The town was brilliantly known as Refuge, and they were greeted by what looked like a clay golem with a small bird on their shoulder, who introduced themselves as Roswell to the party and was the deputy sheriff of the town. The players were escorted to the jail, where they were able to meet some of the other lively folks, like Cassidy, the local demolition expert in Refuge, as well as some of the ruffians that were robbing and stealing from the place. About half an hour in, they were met with an earthquake. The earthquake ripped open the jail cell, seeing Cassidy running out, claiming to be searching for her diamonds. Further on, you saw that you weren't able to escape, and eventually getting out, you met a few people just before the town blew up. And when you opened your eyes again, you were in what looked to be a sort of ethereal plane of some description, where you met with an old woman who informed you that it was imperative that the next round that you got it right, and that she could only keep the loop up for so long. Where are you guys up to now in the city of Refuge, as the loops keep coming and they don't stop coming? Back to the trap.
I feel like someone's going to get smashed in the mouth, right?
I'm gonna metagame hazard a guess that, given the bandits didn't really feature much of an explanation during that recap, the fact that they're robbing the bank is a red herring. It's a non-event.
All right, to the temple.
Metagame pigeon over.
Is anything here useless? That we'll find out.
To the temple.
To the temple.
Hey, and DM, we're up to fast tracking a couple of these things as we go through, right?
Speed
run. So we can speed run a few of these things. Montage
yes.
styles.
So if you've done a successful loop before, you will be able to use whichever loop that you'd like. So for instance, you did manage to get a loop where Roswell believed you and came with you to the mine to sort things out, which was very quick. And that was sort of the repeat that you were using to get to the mines with Roswell. But if you do want to sort of change that to go to the temple instead, for example, I'm happy to do that.
So can we have only one active loop, or we can choose from any loop that we've successfully
You can choose from any loop. So, like, every interaction with someone, you can effectively reuse. if you
Replay.
want.
Okay.
As long as any of the other things you've done before that point hasn't made that bad.
All right, guys, we're going to the temple.
Yeah, I think we should. We've tracked a lot of things. It's time to check out that. See what Cassidy's been up to over there.
I would be happy to come with you to the temple.
Thank you, Roswell.
It is this way if you'd like some guidance.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Take us. In haste.
In haste, yes.
Roswell, can you remind us, why is the temple in ruins?
It is understood that it was Cassidy that exploded the temple.
Fucking Cassidy.
No, hang on, Roswell. It looks like you've got something wedged. Hang on. Let me just...
Oh, that's uncomfortable. Oh, that's much better.
Oh,
What is that?
Hi, Zim.
Oh, Zim.
What are you doing here? What did you invade Refuge through my body?
She didn't say it was going to be pretty, but I didn't think it was going to be that. Ugh.
I have no idea what you could be referring to.
How did you get in here, Zim?
I was just, following along. Then I got a little tired, so I got a lift for a little bit with Bear. And then I woke up and this lady was wondering why I wasn't with the rest of you. And then next thing you know, she was shooing me, and then suddenly covered in, I don't know, whatever this is. Ugh.
It's simply clay.
Ugh. Well, it's more clay than Claymore, and that's a lot of more clay. And,
Simply Clay is going to be the
yes.
self-titled album.
If we just follow the road to the west here, I will let us all come to the temple.
Let's go.
As you wander through the town, you eventually are able to navigate your way into the temple there. You see it situated on the plateau west of Refuge, and it is broken down as described. It looks like it's in shambles. The walls have all eroded and collapsed. An old clock tower with eroded hands has fallen atop the altar, destroying it. The massive double doors are barely hanging on their hinges. The sigils, a circle with a needle and thread, located around the temple, indicate that this temple was for worship of the deity Istis, the goddess of fate and time.
I'm just going to make a quick religion roll to see if I know anything about Istis, just that might give us an advantage here. I'm keen to see if Azim knows anything about her. Ooh.
Throw those rolls down.
What a 12. It's not super amazing.
So, I mean, you know from your time, studying that Istis is sort of the patron deity of time and fate. You know that a lot of wizards used some of their teachings and amplified some of their temporal magics, using a combination of worship and studious efforts. But it was never something that you particularly found yourself too worried in at your time studying.
I want to have a look around for any crumbled bits of words or anything written around the place.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation.
What are you looking for words for, Ren? Why words?
Zim, you missed a big crucial piece. We need to find this, what we think is the key word to end this loop and get us out of here. We've tried many different things.
Jenny, June said something about a loop.
What are you saying about June?
She told me there was a loop and I had to work harder. I don't have no idea what she was talking about.
June, like the founder, like the daughter, June.
Playlist, I've been here less time than you have, buddy. I have no idea. That would die. Yeah, okay, well, let's look around for these words.
As so yeah, you look around, you notice that, as mentioned, everything is truly smashed to bits. It's hard to see much of value anywhere. You do notice again that obviously that symbol of Istasis. But beyond that, it does seem pretty pretty empty in here. There doesn't seem to be anything of value really left in the city itself. Sorry, in the temple itself.
I don't suppose any explosion has caused like the ground to open up or go deep, or
there's no rapture here. But I will, with that investigation, I will give it to you that this place doesn't look like it was blown up as much as just corroded with time. From your experience here, it just looks like this was an abandoned temple that has sort of been left to rot with the way that all of the metal has been corroded. It doesn't seem like it fits with the rest of the town's sort of wear and tear.
Can I go over and have a look at the sigil?
You can?
Like, trace it, like, feel it, see if there's like any hidden buttons, mechanisms, or anything.
As you feel up Istis, you don't really see much of or feel much of anything. Time is hard to sort of get your hands on. You know?
I wonder, and I'm just floating an idea here, team, that some of us should potentially head to the mines, and if it's not too far away, I should be able to send you a message to try out different things we might find here.
So what you're suggesting is that we split the party?
Well, only if it's not far. If it's a long way, if it's further than, never mind. I think it's too far. Never mind. It's definitely.
I would be happy to support any party that requires my aid.
We could send Roswell down.
Roswell.
Yes.
We've been stuck in these loops for quite some time now. Several hundred loops, I think.
That is largely troubling.
There is a bank robbery that happens.
Where? When?
In the bank. And we only tried it once, and one of the tellers died. I just wonder if this is an event that we need to stop.
The bank robbery.
Group of bandits.
I know maybe you are referring to the purple bandits.
Yeah, the purple bandits. They go and attempt a bank robbery. And the last time we intervened, and the only time we intervened, someone died. And then, boom, Groundhog Day.
Then, boom. Well, what an odd thing. Well, I have heard rumors from the sheriff that Redmond may be behind some of the Purple Bandits' activities.
Who's Redmond?
He is the proprietor of Stonefruit Farms. I can take you to his residence as well. It is to the north of here, through the forest, past the witch's hut.
The witch's hut?
I feel
yes.
like we've unlocked an expansion pack.
Yeah. It's just taken a week to download the DLC because Australian internet's terrible.
Oh, did I not mention Paloma, our town's witch?
Paloma,
no,
you said.
Roswell? You did not?
Did you
He neglected to mention.
Did you request this information on any of the preceding 100 loops?
I think we were very singularly focused on the mine.
Did you manage to get it right, at least, in one of your...
Yeah, well, we weren't here before, so we wouldn't be here still if we had.
Well, that's a shame.
Well,
where would you like to go? What is next in order for us to save Refuge?
I don't know, Zim, you're the smart one. What do you think? You haven't been here. Some fresh eyes on the situation might help. So,
Did you say that when somebody else died at the bank, the loop reset?
Yeah,
Not us.
not us.
So maybe we need to stop death at the bank. I
We can do
mean,
that first.
I could
There's
always...
plenty of time.
Were
I've got a
the
theory.
bandits
There's a
near each
bunch
other?
of
Because
things.
I could always sexy fireball them.
I would prefer that the fireballs remained unsexy in the town's main facilities.
You haven't seen a sexy fireball.
What I'm saying, Roswell, is when these hips get us swinging, the fireballs are slinging. Sexy fireballs.
If we were to find the sheriff, I'm sure that he and I would be able to defend the bank with pre-warning.
Fair.
Feel
I
like
think
that
that's
was
what-
a real thing, though, Roswell. Then we wouldn't have a bank issue, dude.
That was the other thing. We never actually met the sheriff. We couldn't find him. I think all of our previous times we've done this, we never met the sheriff either.
Is
That
the
is
sheriff's
true.
name? Someone's name hasn't checked out of the mine. It's either Cassidy or is it the sheriff?
Wasn't there someone in the mine named Susan?
There was many people that died in that unfortunate accident.
Oh, there's been an accident? Or no, is that what stopped the mine? I thought Cassidy blew up the mine.
It's still unfortunate if she blew it up.
It's no accident.
Well, it could have been an incident, said as an accident by a small person
Cassidy-
made of clay.
Cassidy was part of a small group of miners that went back into the mines to see if they could not find a new vein of diamonds. The story goes that while they were digging near the edge of the bubble, they stumbled upon some sort of creature,
That's right, there's a creature there.
and whatever was there killed everyone except for Cassidy. She claims that she ran away, but when we found her, she was already outside and the temple had been blown up. That is why she is in custody as we speak.
Have we checked Cassidy out to find out if she's some sort of demon or anything? Have we cast some
She's
tech good and evil or anything like that?
she's a nut job.
We haven't, yeah,
It
she's
doesn't
just
matter.
like,
Really
she
like
just
her
starts to
If
blow
it's a
shit up.
demon.
I think the first time we died was because of her. She blew us the fuck up.
Yeah, that's in line with people who are crazy, especially if they're possessed or evil or something. Has anyone got a detect evil spell?
Fuck it, let's just go blow her up. What's the worst that could happen? We come back here.
Yeah, but June is also breaking down. Like, she's getting weaker and weaker, so...
Has anyone tried to heal June?
She's a statue, man. And then she's not a
No,
statue,
she's not a
she's a
statue.
ghost.
She's a person.
She's a vision.
Has anyone tried to heal her?
No.
Why would we do that?
Lay of hands or something?
I don't think we have any healers in the party.
If anyone had lay on hands or something like that, they could add health points to someone.
She doesn't seem to hang around long enough for us even to have that.
Well, but we know what happens when the world goes white.
Right, so we're going to prepare.
Why don't we have something prepared, go on a try and attempt to do something, and then if it goes south, have Claymore pop a few points of lay hands on her, see if it makes a difference.
Alright, hear me
Yeah,
out,
'cause-
man. I think I've got this sorted out. We go into the sheriff's office where we know Cassidy's going to be. Zimp, you prepare your fireball. Clay, you prepare to do something or detect. Who can detect whether this person is good and evil? Do we even have that capability?
I got what do I got? Detect a celestial fiend.
Yeah,
Dead.
you're a cleric, aren't you, Claymore? You should have some pretty
Nah.
good stuff.
Paladin. Sexy paladin.
Have you got anything you can use, Red?
Me? Yeah, I can heal the crap out
I
of
have known Cassidy for a long time, and if she's evil, she's been evil since she was born.
Where is she?
Well, I mean, that is a very likely scenario, Clayman.
I mean, she did blow up the temple, so
I thought you said the temple had been run down and not blown up.
the DM said that. The Roswell thinks it was blown up.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Alright. So, we're going to protect the banks, or are we going to go after Cassidy? What are we doing?
Well, Cassidy is safe in her cell.
For now, until the earthquake.
Right, the earthquake. And he looks up at the time. It's like you can see that the 10:30 is fast approaching as the half-hour bell times, and the earth shakes.
Do we think this is an earthquake, or do we think this could be a creature?
It's probably the creature. Dollars to donuts.
Roswell just like shaking the shit out of himself, trying to brace himself, not falling over. While you guys are just like, nah, definitely the creature, yeah.
Oh shit!
And there's in the mine. There's a chunk of meat. Is it fresh? Is it rotten?
It was fresh.
But we
And
don't
does
even... Sorry, Clay.
I'm just
go ahead.
thinking it's bait. It's either bait that someone was preparing, or bait that we can use.
Or it's a pet somebody's keeping.
A pet?
As in the creature is a pet.
The
Is that like
creature
Nest?
a pet? Yeah, well, yeah. Well, where is my dog? Must have made it through this weird...
You just see your wolf just like,
Oh, there you are. Thanks for coming.
Would you like a
Willow.
Scooby snack?
So, we think there's this creature down there. I think it's somebody's pet. Cassidy's the only one that I think fits into this scenario.
We haven't found the sheriff yet. He's AWOL.
And we think this creature is under the ground, which we cannot get to without unlocking the door for the friggin' elevator.
Yeah.
Does this creature involve a sexy fireball? Because if not, I vote we go to the jail cell and blow this bird up.
I'm up for trying anything at the moment. It's
Let's
a
go
call.
then. We're sitting around
Well,
talking
not
and the time is ticking.
Have we-
violence.
Have we tried Cassidy's explosives on the elevator door?
I have explosives.
We did try the explosives, I believe. And we blew up.
We blew up. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys heading to the jail cell?
Let's go.
As you get there, the jail cell after the earthquake had blown open, so Cassidy has already escaped.
Yep, okay.
We find her in the mine, or she's headed towards the mine to go.
She's headed towards the mine, yeah.
Quick!
You rush over to the mines, finding her by the mine entrance again, where those rocks had caved in.
Hold person.
All right, you go ahead and cast that.
It's very hard to sculpt my spell around you while you hold person her. I'm just saying.
Beautiful. So yeah, as you throw out your whole person, she does not even resist. She's like, "Well, I'm all for some hugging, but I'm not sure what you guys
God.
trying to do here.
What about that accent?
Can I help you?"
Claymore, is this the one?
She's the one.
I've been called many things, but the one definitely ain't one of them.
Now, tell me, what's your name, Cassidy?
My name right here is Cassidy McLaughlin.
Cassidy, we're at a stage now where we're doing something called brute forcing. We're stuck and we don't understand. One of the things that's really good about brute forcing is that you have no memory of what happens. We're going to execute you to see if that makes a difference.
Well, I'm not too fond of that idea. I mean, I'm willing to help however I can. I'm not really a roadblocker.
Well, I mean, this is something we're just not aware of yet, Cassidy. I'm very sorry for this.
Can I do anything to dissuade you from this particular course of action that you seem so set upon, little man?
Maybe if you walked away from, if Claymore let you go and you walk away from Claymore and stand there while we ask you a few more questions, that would definitely go a long way to helping.
Oh, I would be more than happy to oblige under these circumstances.
Mark, are you intending to let her go?
Done.
She literally just walks out into the open. It's like, is he alright?
How accurate is the map that we're on at the moment?
This is the jail cell.
Okay.
So it's not quite the one. This is the one we spent a bit of time in because you guys decided to find Roswell there. But if you can imagine, you're in like a massive open field of like dirt, and you're at the entrance of a cave, and she sort of stepped away from the entrance of the cave, away from her explosives. and she's sort of just standing more in the middle of the field away from anything else.
All right. Sweet. I would say that I'm a solid 30 feet away from her. Is that fair?
Why am I so far? I'm having a bit of trouble hearing y'all.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
It's like somebody sending off explosives.
Just see my hips start to wiggle a little.
So are you gonna fireball her? Okay, cool.
Am I gonna fireball?
So you cast fireball and you hear a innocent woman screaming in agony as her body burns, her flesh sloughing off her bones, as she slowly curls up into a charred mess on the ground, and nothing else happens.
Zim falls to the ground and is not happy by this.
Rand's just kind of like, it didn't work either.
I thought you said if somebody died, it reset.
No, it's
why did I kill this poor woman?
It's when we die, it resets. Or...
You said at the bank somebody died and it reset.
True, it's true.
We're at the wrong place. Why did we kill this poor woman?
No, that's a good experiment, very valid, and we got
valid experiment. I might have not have cared that
we got
some poor person died in Waterdeep.
How many innocent people have to die at your hand?
Look, she's not an innocent person, and she's at this stage she is just a data point.
I am not the arbiter of death. I am not the judge and jury. You told me that when somebody died and they weren't matter that everything reset. I think we need to be at the bank.
I think that means we need to head off someone getting killed at the bank, because we've also killed Roswell at one point.
Yeah, before we run off, since we're here,
you tell me that.
Can we try two things with the
Check your pockets for
the
diamonds.
lockers and punch cards?
Yep.
Can I try a letter E?
You go to the punch cards, the lockers.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Shit, there's a difference.
The punch cards haven't blown you up yet. The lockers have blown you up every time so far.
And the only name in the punch cards that is still punched in is Cassidy.
Statistically, you guys have managed to be the worst at this.
We are really bad at this. We are not good.
I don't know. The lockers. It doesn't make sense. I want to.
I'll let you make a. You can do a investigation check. What's Zim?
Well,
Yes.
we can
Being the fresh eyes on the block.
I think Zim can punch out Cassidy from the time clock now, because he's punched her out from life.
Oh.
13.
Reroll option is available for you, Zim.
I've got a reroll. I'm gonna roll a reroll. For a 24, solid reroll.
Nice.
Whatever it is, it's investigated.
Using your wizardly education, your problem-solving prowess that they drill into you at
very much.
Solution Management 101, and in part of that, you realize that for a system like this to be in place, it has to make sense as a security measure for general people in the mines. So it probably won't be some random person's name that's one of the workers. Additionally, you realize that it's probably going to either be some sort of a pass code or maybe a phrase that would be able to make this thing open. And the only thing with that's so far.
No, the only thing. Please finish that sentence.
No, you're good.
No, I'm not. That's why I'm requesting it.
It's all fine. I'll let you know the next time.
If I roll a d20, if it's odd, yes.
Then I don't tell you. So that's good.
Well, you can try, team. You can always try.
What do you do?
Team. I the way that I think this works is it wouldn't have a generic person's ability to log into this system. Back in the college where I studied, whenever we had something, a system like this, there would be somebody who was in charge, and the person in charge would have some sort of passcode. Can you think of a passcode or a phrase that would be common to these areas that you've heard Roswell say or somebody say frequently?
Or as you said, a passcode or some sort of token that is associated with authority, like a certain sheriff?
A sheriff or a phrase, something associated with town.
Was the sheriff
Roswell.
previously a miner?
Roswell.
Yes.
What's the sheriff's name?
The sheriff, my good friend, the sheriff. Of course, the sheriff.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Isaac's the sheriff's name.
Have you guys tried putting Isaac into this thing?
Isaac was once a miner before the mines closed down. Since then, he became the sheriff.
Alright, well, if he was a miner at the time our mines were open, it's not him then. It would be somebody in authority.
So where is this? Where's the ability to punch in a code? Because we've got the lockers and we've got punch cards, and they're simply for tracking who's down the mine or not down the mine, or tracking pay. You clock into your job, you clock out from the job. It's not a. Didn't see this being a security measure.
Is it the order of opening lockers? Do we think?
Well, we did try
We did try
that a couple of
lots
times. We tried a couple. Yeah. I don't know.
You didn't try every combination.
We can brute force all the words in the dictionary.
Sorry, when you guys said you tried a lot of things, what happened when you tried and failed?
Restart.
Right. What happened
soon
when
as you
somebody at the
opened-
bank died?
As soon as you open the wrong or a locker, boom,
What happened when somebody at the bank died?
insta death,
Or who?
insta white.
Right, so none of us died at the bank
I
and we still had a
I
wife.
will. It was close to the hour, on the hour when they died, and the world reset.
Right, so the world reset may or may not have been in conjunction with their death.
No.
Right.
I do not want you guys to chase down a completely irrelevant detail.
Yeah.
So that's what I was
No,
just trying to be
enough
very
trouble.
Let's think about it for a second. We've just been to the temple of Estes, the goddess of fate and time. Do we think Estes could be a code here? Is it worth a try?
Estes started with an eye. Someone grabbed the eye. I'm not doing it. I've already killed us a couple of times, so.
I just killed somebody. I feel like if I'm going to be responsible for salvation, I'll take it upon me. What letter am I using here, Brent?
Eye.
So what are you doing to put that eye in?
Climbing up on something, I assume it's tall.
So are you trying to put a punch card in or open a locker?
Unless you see a punch card with the name Estes on it.
That doesn't exist.
That doesn't
Right.
exist, so we can't punch.
Is there a
Estes in.
locker with Istis on it?
There's not, but there's a locker with eye.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the locker with I, and then I'm going to tell us all to take a very long step back, and I'm going to use Mage Hand to open it.
I is also for Isaac.
That's
Well-
literally his locker. That's whose locker it is. As you open Isaac's locker, the room blows up and you all die.
Oh, god damn it. Alright,
You guys are
see you.
So what I'm gonna give you guys, for the sake of making sure we don't last forever, you repeat this loop until you eventually are able to put the letter. You open the locker that starts with the name D, and the room doesn't blow up.
D. What's
Alright,
another-
now we try A, D, A,
The well blows up.
D,
Wait up.
B.
Well, who do we know that's name starts with a D?
Is there
Who
anything
you
in the
met?
locker?
It does seem to be just some random scraps from Isaac's time in the mines. You see sort of a mining helmet that has his name on it. You see some overalls.
Wait, Isaac has his mining helmet in the locker with the item D on it.
No, sorry, I'm an idiot. Whoever the D person's name was, I sent it in chat last week.
Okay.
Whose name's on the...
That would have been Dana. So Dana's locker.
And
Okay.
we tried an A and it blew up. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So DA does not work.
Do we know anyone else in this town called with a name starts with D? Or is it something backwards? This is sending me mad, people.
We're smart. We are the smartest party of adventurers
cool.
ever.
That's
Do we?
MOT.
let's just ask the DM. Have we come across anyone else in the town thus far with the name of D, or heard of anyone else?
You have not.
We have.
What?
Roswell looks at you all.
Roswell?
And says, yes. What is it?
What can you tell us about Dana? I mean, do you know this individual? Did they have a partner, a wife? Did they work at the temple, for instance?
Did
they die?
I was not created at that stage yet. I've never met her.
Never met her.
But by all accounts, she was lovely enough.
Whose accounts?
Those who outlived her. Isaac spoke often of his team, his crew.
Is anyone who knew Dana still alive?
Cassidy and Isaac would be the only two that knew her.
Cassidy.
She'd be at the entrance to the mine. Go and hold Persona. Let's go have a chat.
Like at sort of 5 past the half hour, you see her whistling as she comes down the way. Oh well, looky here! I didn't expect you all to be around.
Hey, hi Cassidy.
How do you know my name?
Well, Roswell told us.
Oh well, all right then.
I had a question for you.
Oh, and what might that be?
Roswell had mentioned, I believe, that when you were digging, you and your grip liners came across something. What'd you come across?
Oh well, from my memory, I saw like a big flash of sort of like a purple.
Big purple.
And then I was running, and I was running as fast as I could, because Cassidy doesn't want to die. And
did it eat everyone else?
Well, the thing is, Cassidy's memory blacks out after a time, and when I came to, I was sitting in that jail cell, and they were telling me I did blew up the whole temple.
But you were down here, and the temple blew up.
Well, my point exactly. I'm not sure how I was to do with one or the other, but I'm sure as hell going to come down here and get myself some diamonds.
All right. Do you know how to open this the elevator?
I have been trying to figure that one out. I haven't been able to get to the elevator yet, being as all of the rocks and stuff are in the way.
All right.
She looks at it. She's like, "Did y'all move all the rocks?"
Yeah, with Roswell's help. Yeah.
Oh well, dang! I never thought of getting the old clay guy to come and help do it for me.
Yeah, we had a bad experience with some explosives. So.
Do you mind if I come on in and get some stuff out of my locker?
Yes, we do. Don't touch the keys, Cassidy.
Go for it.
Oh well, excellent. Thank you very much.
Just while we're walking down, Cassidy, did you know Dana that used to work in the mine?
Oh yeah, she was real something. I used to come down here in the beginning. She and I were a little bit of rivals, I was sort of the explosive person, and she was explosive in her personality. And the two of us sort of came at odds, but that all sort of went away when she died.
Yeah, that happens when people die.
Yeah,
that does. Yeah. Was she in a relationship with anyone?
Oh, not that I knew of. She was a bit of a private person. Yeah, it was more just that she always told me that I was too loud, that I was too noisy, that I was no good for nothing but just keeping people's ears working. As she talks, you guys get into sort of the main room with the lockers. Anything else?
I just whisper to Redhelm. Red, have we tried to see if Cassidy's for real? Like, if we cast any spells to see if she's, telling the truth or she's trustworthy? Red, have we done anything like that?
I don't know. Does she seem?
There does not seem to be an ounce of disingenuousness about her.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain we insight checked her when we first met her.
You did.
All right. Sorry if this causes a reboot. Cassidy, can you go open your locker?
Wait, I opened Dana's first.
Oh, well, which one, mine or Dana's?
Dana's first.
Well, strange request, but I'm not going to say no. She walks over, opens Dana's, and it opens. What are y'all worried about?
Okay, good. Just didn't want to have to. Yeah, it's a long story. All right.
Do yours.
She walks over, looking at you guys a bit strange. She's like, "Yola!" And as she opens her locker, just boom.
God damn it! I always thought about that when I said that she could open her locker.
All right, reset. Back to that same moment. No, don't touch your locker.
Oh well, shucks! Can't I get my things?
No, you cannot get your things.
Well, what am I supposed to be doing then? I can't go down there without my helmet.
Borrow Dana's helmet.
Oh well, now that you mentioned that, that's a pretty good idea. Better her equipment get badly bruised up than mine. And she pops on Dana's helmet. It's a bit too big for her.
Hey, Cassidy.
Oh yeah.
Given the accident, you never checked out. Go remove your punch card.
Oh well, I hope I've been getting paid for all that time.
Yeah.
Probably get paid in diamonds.
Well, let's hope so. If things
Let's go
go
fill
right.
your pockets.
She goes out and she takes her card out. She says, "This feels a little bit strange. It sort of lost all meaning now." And she just like throws it with all the other people that have checked out.
Anytime we touch the card, did we go boom?
No, the cards never made you go boom.
No, only Cassidy made us go boom, and ourselves.
Yep. And it was always with the lockers, never with the cards.
Alright. So Cassidy has Dana's helmet. We've moved the rocks up, have we?
Yep.
And we've got access to the mine shaft now.
You've got access to the locker room. As you approach the door, Cassidy goes to the like lock mine shaft elevator. She's like, "Oh man, this one here seems to be shut still. Did
How do
you
you
guys
open it?"
find some sort of a way to open this thing? I was always came in after management had been in, and this thing was always lying here open, ready to take us down."
Who was the manager at the time, Cassidy?
Oh, the manager. Who was the manager? Wasn't it the old man himself, the old founder of Refuge?
What? Jack?
Yeah, I think Jack used to be the one to come down here.
What? But
It's been many years. Cass finds it hard to remember the things. Everything seems to be sort of blurring. It feels like I've been living the same day for so long.
Do we think we could bamf back to the statue of Jack and see if there's any
You guys did.
we
feature?
explored the crap out of that
Yeah,
stuff.
you guys went through every crevice, nook, and cranny of Jack.
It's just, I know we're all about trying to get through ideas here. I feel like this D has to be followed by some kind of vowel sound.
Let's go through the alphabet then.
Let's just...
You can do that. You can do that, Ren. You can blow us up a couple of times.
We've-
I blew us up last time.
We've done DA.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
What are we hoping to get by blowing ourselves up and finding if any of the other 25 lockers open?
shits and giggles.
A dead June?
She was like, she started off being strong and confident, and then she started like walking hunched over. The last time she's barely been able to move. She just
Next time,
reached
I
up.
want to have a chat with June next time we see her. Probably
No.
soon.
Get ready with what you want to say, Red.
Yeah.
And I'll reach
Okay.
over and open the locker starting with E.
The world blows up.
Hey, June.
June lies there, and you can see her hand begin to motion as she resets.
Wait.
Lay on hands, 25. Lay on hands, 25 points.
Healing word.
Save Refuge, dumbasses.
Yes, but I just had a quick question. What do you know about Istis?
I mean, I've got a strong suspicion that whatever the fuck is going on here was to do with her, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Who served Istis in the town?
Jesus Christ. This
No,
is
he
so
didn't
painful.
serve Istis. Who served Istis? Different deity.
Sorry, sometimes I get my pantheons confused. The temple of Istis was once held by two brothers. They were the ones that kept it up and kept it going.
What were their names?
The one is the proprietor of the farm.
Redmond.
That was him. Redmond. He was the one.
Who was the brother?
His brother was Luca.
Holy crap! There we go. We have a lead.
And she says, "I can't." And she just like
Yep,
you
mate.
see a handful,
Thank
and
See you next time.
Jewel.
you see you guys rock up again with Roswell. Good afternoon. Welcome to Refuge.
Bam past all this.
You bamf past it to where? To the back to the doors, the lockers.
No.
No, I don't think we should go to the lockers this time. We have. I think that's the second time Redmond's name's come up, and he has a connection to Istis. And June said that she thinks this has something to do with Istis.
Yeah. Let's go pull on that string.
We'll bamf to
we have a lead.
after the point at the temple when Roswell was telling us about Redmond, and he told us where to find him. So let's get him to take us there.
You guys did waste a bit of time exploring that round. You can go directly to it, but he did tell you that he was at the farm last time.
The Stone Fruit Farms.
Yeah.
So hold person on. What's his face?
We can get past Roswell.
on the-
We can get past
Yeah,
Roswell.
Roswell, you guys can convince him to help you guys out. You've done that so far.
We've done that. Alright, to the farm.
To the farm.
Diddle-diddle-doo. So you all head north through the forest. You do notice towards the east as you're walking through that there is a quaint little hut that seems to have fire coming out of smoke coming out of its chimney, which you can see with some of the herbs growing outside. It must be the witch's hut.
Do we want to go have a chat with the witch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why have a witch on the way to somewhere that we need to go?
You start to smell freshly baked goods.
Ooh.
It smells like butter and pastry.
I haven't eaten for like a year. It feels
And-
like.
It smells like is that freshly baked vanilla cupcakes with
Oh.
strawberry frosting? As the
Take it
smell
easy, Hansel.
wafts over to you all.
Okay.
Do you approach?
Are we going, guys?
We can ask her. She may have some information that could help us. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm
Yeah,
down to
with
do it,
what
but
he said.
before we try and hold person on her, I have a different idea. Can you let me try my idea first?
Are you gonna fireball the hut?
No, I'm gonna sexy something else. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Ladies man Zen. He
She
still
rolls
got a
her
bit
eyes
of
and
clay
walks
on
away.
you. You've got a bit of clay on you still. You might want to freshen up a little bit first.
Get some of that off. Are
Alright.
you jumping in?
Yep, let's do it. Let's go have a quick chat.
I'll
Alright.
stand like 3 steps behind him. I just want to see what's going to happen.
So,
You walk in, and the inside of the hut is filled with dozens of different sized crystals. On a string hanging from the ceiling, situated around the room, on tables and counters, are multiple delicious baked goods. You see a small, frail-looking woman who sits at the chair table with some of these baked goods in front of her. She unpeels a cupcake from its tray. And she
Sounds
says,
like your type, Zen.
I've been wondering when you might come and visit old Paloma.
I swivel my hips really nicely, give him a little, and then I cast Charm Person.
All right.
You can just talk to her normally. No, straight
No.
in with the spells.
No, straight in with the charming. She's
What
got to
is-
make a wisdom save.
Let me
Wisdom
get
save,
that
and my
one.
DC's 15.
You're doing this against the witch, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
And if you fail, I think she knows
Well,
that
she
you
knows.
attempted
She
it.
also knows afterwards.
Which is true. So she rolls a 14. So she is duly charmed. Well, it is a pleasure to have you in. Can I offer you some cupcakes?
We're good for the moment. Did you say your name was Paloma?
That is right. I am Paloma, the Wood Witch.
The Wood Witch. Paloma, you said that you were waiting for us to come and visit you. Did you know we were here?
Paloma knows lots of things. The crystals tell Paloma the future to some degree.
Claymore, did you have something you want to ask? And it better not be all personal to tell Jewel.
If you can, yeah, hold on. If she can see the future, how does the future tell you how we solve a puzzle?
Up, down, left, right, B, A,
You've
start.
definitely got the right question. Unfortunately, it's quite costly for me to do these things, and even for friends like yours, I would insist on at least covering the costs of the prophecy. You know, 1 diamond should work for a small prophecy, and if I need to use a bigger crystal, two diamonds will do.
Diamonds. And the only place we know we can get diamonds is either in the mine or from the guy at the saloon.
Or from Cassidy. Has she got any on her?
She's not with us.
Or
But
you
has she had any
also
on her?
you also know there's an entire bank full of diamonds.
Oh!
Just
Did
ask
diamonds
her.
melt? Did diamonds melt?
No, they don't.
I'm just saying rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, would we keep the diamonds if we had to reset again?
That is unknown at this stage.
I'm just thinking, just like, keep repeating, just gathering diamonds. All verified.
Okay.
No,
so
'cause I
surely
keep
Paloma
gaining
is
my
Friday.
spell
Paloma, when you say it'll cost us diamonds, how accurate is the prophecy that you're going to tell us? I mean, I'm already impressed that you knew we would come to see you. What else do you know about us?
I know that one way or another, you will die from this.
I do have.
We're all dying, Paloma. We're all dying.
How much?
Very philosophical of you.
Do the diamonds have to be worth?
Oh, if you just find yourself a standard diamond, you'll see that we've graded them. They're our currency. You'll sort of see a standard refuge diamond will do the trick.
Paloma, before we go get you any diamonds,
Yes.
we were off to see Redmond and Luca.
Oh, indeed. Well, Luca isn't this way, but Redmond sure is here.
Where's Luca?
I haven't seen Luca in a while, actually. I've seen some visions of him, and all I see is darkness.
Oh. Where was he last seen?
I have not yet found a crystal that unveiled that truth.
Awesome.
Luca, what do you know about us being stuck in a loop?
That's Paloma. That's her name.
Paloma, even. Paloma, what do you know
Yes.
about us being stuck in a loop?
Well, the fact of the matter is that I can no longer see past the next hour,
Right.
regardless of how far I try and look into the future.
For
It
everybody? Or for anybody?
Everybody that I've tried to look for has not lasted past this hour.
I have an idea if we fail this time.
What is it?
Well, we go through the paces again, but we tell our friends, Roswell, Big Claything, that we need to get to the diamonds for June and then come here and then pay for predictions.
What?
Paloma, how close to true do your prophecies be?
100%.
100% truth.
They will always happen. It's the how they happen that's always the surprise.
When we give you the diamonds, would you be able to give us multiple prophecies? Like if we gave you 10 diamonds, could you give us 5 to 10 prophecies, or are they going to drain your capabilities?
As much as I have crystals, I will do talics for you.
And you have a lot of crystals as I look around.
As I say, those were much designed to look past the next hour, but unfortunately, we can only see so much in an hour's time frame. And somehow, when I look at your futures, I see possibilities that would be unable to all be performed in the span of just 1 hour.
Alright, so I feel like we need to land and go directly to her.
And why did I see you blowing up Cassidy?
Whoop.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate event. Very
Accident.
unfortunate event.
Well, as friends of mine, I'm sure that all of your intentions were good.
They were definitely good.
So we could also gamble,
Steal.
something along those lines with the saloon owner. But
Oh,
was that
Well-
gambling for diamonds with diamonds?
Yeah.
Do we have any diamonds at all? Red, have you got any diamonds?
I have no diamonds.
Did
I
you
had
spend all your diamonds in Waterdeep on this work?
I just have a little idea, team. I'd like to run by everyone.
Let's do it. What is it,
If
Red?
if we know that these purple bandits are going to rob the bank of their diamonds, and they're going to return to Redmond, since we have learnt that Redmond is behind the purple bandits, what say we follow them, and before they get there, we take their diamonds?
What time of day did they arrive?
the problem
Yeah.
with that one is that they all blow up in the bank.
Yeah, it's
Never
not a
mind.
successful robbery.
But what blows up in the bank? Does the bank
The-
suddenly become
no,
unguarded?
The world.
The world blows up.
Ah,
It's on the hour that they make their entrance.
so we need to get there first.
Well, if we're going to do the bank thing, we need to get there as soon as we spawn.
Hey, as soon as we land, we can run,
Mm-hmm.
get ourselves ready on the way,
I don't
have a
think
couple of
we,
sexy fireballs, burn that bad boy to the ground, and then
we can't rob the bank because
Why
there
not?
was some massive turrets.
we're just regular people until we get in there and start fireballing things.
And they're just regular fixtures until you guys run in and they start shooting trank darts.
Oh yeah, so somebody go down, did they?
Yeah, that was right. You're bad.
Yeah, Rod got shot in the ass with a sleep dart.
What's the safe made out of?
Well, every time that you guys went in there, when you saw the invasion, the metal shutters effectively came down
Metal.
and stopped everybody from being able to go into the area with the diamonds.
I know where we can get some dynamite to blow up that metal thing.
All you got to do is get through the turret that's going to be free firing at you while you try and set it up.
So if diamonds are currency here,
Yeah.
let's go have a chat with Redmond. If he's a
What?
bandit,
He's at the farm. Let's go straight to the farm and have a chat.
As
let's
you
go do
guys
that.
walk to the farm, the earthquake occurs.
Oh shit! It's gonna move on.
yeah, let's run.
I wonder
Hustle.
if Paloma knew that there was a crystal that showed us tricking her to be our friend. Yeah, better that, Paloma.
Get into that information. All right, so as you are heading towards the farm, you see a group of men with purple kerchiefs start to head towards you into town.
Redmond.
One of the men stops, and a few of the others as well look towards you. And the man sort of in the lead comes up to you and says, "Aye, that be me. What are you looking for?"
If you want out of this loop,
What?
need to know.
something
sorry.
to do with Estes.
I'm not sure what you mean. I'm just a simple farmer here.
I know you used to be one of the priests with your brother, Luca, at the Temple of Istus.
We don't talk about my brother anymore after what happened.
What happens?
I don't know who you are, but you're...
It was sent by June.
What?
June, we like see this big dome thing?
Yes.
For some reason, we just seem to be stuck in a continuous loop of this same hour.
And we know that you're about to rob the bank.
Yeah.
You can see a couple of the guys like grabbing like their armaments.
We're not going to fight. We don't want to fight you. We just want out.
And tell the truth, guys, it goes horribly wrong for you.
Yes, it's
a massacre. It's just
Redmond looks at you, says, "Well, that aside, I think our objectives are aligned. We're trying to get out of here as well.
Well, why don't we work together? Like, we heard that your brother is missing at the moment. Perhaps if we find him, like you and him working together, might be able to, well, with us, like we can figure something out."
Well, we're pretty sure that if we can get into the vault, we can find ourselves enough explosives to blow a hole in that thing.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That was sort of the plan we've been working towards.
I don't know about that. Anytime we've had any dealings with the explosive nature, it just hasn't ended well.
Well, make a check. Try and convince him, persuade him.
Persuade him.
Let's see
Cool.
if you can.
Can I guide myself to give myself a D4?
I just love this idea of like a pat on the back. Just
Yeah.
You do have a reroll.
Believe me.
You got a reroll.
Red does have a reroll.
Ooh.
16. I'm gonna add that D4 anyway.
Beautiful.
17.
He looks at you and he says, "Well, I don't know what you're trying to do, but if what you say is even remotely true, it's probably worth thinking about."
It's something about this faceless mask. People just see themselves reflected in the facelessness.
Yep. That was it.
Yeah.
It. Well spoken. And all of his like henchmen are just like looking at you like, the fuck. You say, what is it that you think will actually help the situation?
I don't know. We just know we have the connection that we have at the moment is Istus, and your connection to Istus, and then your brother, wherever he is, might also have a connection. You guys would know the most about it. I myself am a cleric. Claymore, he's a paladin. But neither of us worship Istus. We don't have that much knowledge. I don't know about Zim. He didn't say anything when we were in there, so he probably knows nothing because he's a wizard. So,
well, if you want to see what happened to my brother, then we'll have to head out to the west of town again. We're gonna head
the other side.
past the church.
Alright.
Just a bit of a walk.
Can we
Into
put
the-
a save
into the
point
mine?
in there maybe that we've got
What's right?
Redmond? Can we put a little save point in there that we've got a Redmond on our side?
You
just
have
before we
him
choose?
after 11:30.
After 11:30.
Sorry, after 10:30.
10:30.
10:30? 11:30? What?
Sorry, because it's the 11th. No, 11:30. It's the 11th hour. This is all happening in
Yeah, but
No.
if we know we can go.
I think there's a
see
2
him-
hour.
10:30. No, it's a 1 hour window. It's literally an hour.
But if we know that we can get him on our side, can't we just go straight to see him instead of seeing Paloma first?
You don't know what happens before that.
Okay, fair enough.
There you go. Okay. Okay. That's fine. No save point here. Let's
This
just
is
go
a
through.
save point.
Go
you can
with him.
ring, but it's probably not the most efficient.
Yeah, yeah.
So you guys begin to head on over to the
Quickly.
to the mines. And he does increase his pace quite a bit, and you see that there's a cave entrance that's north of the plateau that the temple was built on, and inside of this cave, you see a skeleton lying against a wall.
Oh.
And the brother, Redmond says, hey Lucas, hey Luca, and Luca, as a skeleton, his mouth animates.
What?
Hi, Redmond. And you see Redmond sort of
Seems a
look
little
over.
taken back by that. He was not expecting that.
Yeah, my hands on the hilt of my warhammer right now.
Zim was like checking his spellbook for animate dead, and the mouth started moving, and he's like, it's the first time he's been surprised in a really long time.
As you have a closer look to Luca, you see him rise up from his sitting position, wearing brown satin robes with an amulet of Istus around his neck. You see that his skull is painted in beautiful patterns with multiple colors, and he goes up and says, "Who have you brought in to see me today, then?" And he looks at you all, Redmond, and says, "Would you like to tell him what you told me?"
Yes. June sent us. We seem to be in some sort of time loop. Might have something to do with the dome. It feels like we've been here for about almost a year. It feels like continuously living this same time. We don't know. It might have something to do with Estes or not. Also, sorry. How are you a skeleton and talking? I'm very confused right now.
Well, it was my fate in Istus's hands that I was not to die, but instead I find myself in this form. Not quite appreciated by the rest of town, but nonetheless, it is a life.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on, like, do you know anything about the dome? Like, do you know what's going on?
There's a lot that is to be said, and I think that Istus's hand has something to do with it. But in saying that, there is someone messing with time in this place.
Is it the Flash?
So you think it's not Istus messing with time?
I was once the chief cleric at the Temple of Istus, but there was just on a day where the temple started aging rapidly and crumbling. When I was inside it, I couldn't escape, and as it deteriorated, so did my body, but not my skeletal form. I don't know how I'm still alive, but I have to believe that Istus has a hand in keeping me here for some purpose.
Luca, we've just met, but can I examine the necklace you're wearing?
Absolutely. It's sort of a common Istus symbol. Feel free.
I want to cast Identify on said.
Cool. So yeah, it is a holy symbol of Istus. You notice that it's a holy symbol which priests use to cast their magic through. Oh, clerics, depending
Luca,
on whether you're playing WoW or not.
Luca, we're trying to get into the mine itself, and it's blocked by a door.
Is that the goal? Are we going? Is that actually our goal, to go into the mine?
Feels like one thread we need to successfully unravel.
There was something big and purple down there.
Oh, there's been lots of mention of purple things causing all sorts of chaos.
If you believe that
veiny mine shaft.
If you believe that Istus is at play here, I can work to potentially petition her.
Well,
and as you see him sort of get a bit more serious about the conversation, you see him put down his book that he was reading, and you read it. The title of it says that it's Caleb Cleveland, Kid Detective. He says, but I don't think I'll be able to do it alone, Redmond. And Redmond looks and he says, I've told you that I think that the best way that we can get out of here is to blow up this bubble, but if you reckon Istus can help us, I'm willing to give it one more shot.
Well,
Would ya?
it's going to be one more shot until we reset this bad boy. So let's give it a go.
Yeah. So as you guys are discussing, the world blows up.
Fuck!
And
I was about to say, are we past the earthquake yet?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
So I was trying to use the
earthquake.
earthquake to persuade people that we know that it was going to happen. Therefore, we've been.
No,
we've
so you
done this
guys
before.
earthquake just at Paloma's.
Yeah. Should we split up and try? Because we know the
Location of the cave.
Yes, some people go to the cave. We know the Kachif people go to the saloon and attack the saloon.
Any rules lawyers know if a skeleton counts as a humanoid, if it's the skeletal remains of a humanoid?
I'd say so. I could.
All right, why don't I go? And in worst case, if I can't get like a good conversation with the old mate, I'll charm person.
Let's go
I
in
can-
pairs.
I can give you guys if you guys are happy with this flow, I'm happy for you to. You can regale him with this story, and he'll be willing to help. So
Okay,
I
sweet.
can let you fast forward Luca's section.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
by the
I-
way, Zim, on every reset, you regain any used spell slots and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fire away.
My one question, DM, is: are we able to circumvent the time? Because we know that they're going to be attacking the saloon before they attack the.
You know that some of them, at least.
All right. No, let's fast forward straight to the cave. Let's see how this goes.
Hey guys, just before we split up, I just want to chat to the party, like as soon as we land and deciding on splitting up. Lucas said, Luke, I'll be with you 1 second. I just brushed it off me.
Seriously?
Lucas said that the it started decaying around him. The temple started decaying around him. Temples don't just decay. That's magic. Something is happening. Either somebody was punishing the deity that he was praying to, or the deity itself was doing something. We have to be clear on what's happening here.
I wouldn't say so much punishing a deity. That's not how deities work. They are themselves
Corrupting it.
deities.
Somebody can have a grudge against a deity and they've therefore punished or attacked them.
They
through
can
their
launch an attack, yeah, of course. Well, maybe that's what the big purple thing is underground. That's why I'm not super keen to go and find out what that is, because, hey,
Whoa, would a witch be capable of doing something like that?
she seemed perfectly lovely. Why would she want to?
She's seen the future. Maybe she sees something she didn't like about that particular Luca and Redmond.
No, she doesn't seem like that. Like, she was super friendly, super helpful as soon as we got in there. Like, I don't know, it must have been your charms. Like, I didn't realize how charming you were.
Move my
How
hips.
charismatic you are.
And then
It
again,
was that
give
hip
her
level.
some diamonds, and she seems like she'll help out.
Okay, all right. You've convinced me. Let's go. I'll go and chat to Luca. And where will I, bring him somewhere, or will I just hear more of his story while he tries to pray? What am I doing?
Are we going to split up now, or are we just going to speed run right through to that point and convince him quicker?
Well, I'll speed run Luca, and then we can roleplay you guys chatting and finding out what's happening with the Redmond's team.
All right, we'll go see if we can get Redmond earlier.
All right,
If we fail this time.
you
all right.
guys do that.
Who's coming with me?
I'll go with Zim.
Right, Claymore, let's do
Yeah.
this. Shield grows for life. And I hold up my shield for like a fist bump thing.
Bang! and
we
I
go.
say, these guys are fucked without a healer.
I know, right? Let's go. Skipping up the road.
I heal you. You heal me. I heal.
Yeah, so you guys are rushing to go to the farm up north.
Yeah.
So as you do so, you do eventually get there in time to at least see them this time before they're marching out. And let me just get my notes. Really are having fun with the timelines. It's like
This is insane. I would hate to see like someone string up how I imagine it would look like one of those conspiracy theory boards with how the timeline's going right now.
it really is. I'm just like trying to keep all the pieces together.
This is what you get when you Groundhog Day us.
Oh, it's beautiful. I would never,
Shit.
never go back to this. Okay, cool. So you guys get there, and you are pushing out into the farm. As you arrive, you see a few of the purple kerchief people picking fruits. A few of them seem to be practicing their combat.
That's not how you hold a sword.
You see that as you shout out, a few of them grab their weapons and hold them towards where your voice came from.
We're here to see Redmond. Is he here?
Oh, before you come to see Redmond, I'm going to need you to drop your weapons right where they are.
We're not here to hurt Redmond. His brother Luca sent us via June.
Make a persuasion check.
As I have my hands around my face, I'm just gonna tap my cheek and just guide myself.
And with the
I'm still gonna guide
23,
myself with that extra, so that's gonna make that a 26.
with the 26, he says, "Oh well, if that's the case, then I don't know what you're on about, but I think the boss will want to know. You guys wait here, and I'll go see about Redmond." And with that, we're gonna go for a quick break.
Awesome. See,
So we'll
maybe
be-
that's how we do it, bro. Shield up again.
We'll be back at the top of the hour, so 10 p.m. Quick break, Dave, till 10.
All right. See you guys soon.
See you guys soon.
We're out.
We're in just for traps.
Sorry, Tim, it's absolutely
We
not.
are.
No, it's all good. That from a lovely little break. I've got some chocolate, we've got some beverages, and we've got ourselves a Temple of Istus to figure out. So the party found themselves in the farms at Stonefield, talking to some of the purple bandits, trying to find Redmond. As they approach, the bandits find that they are okay to bring in to Redmond, and so they're going to go fetch Redmond to them. It takes about 5 minutes. At this point, probably 10 minutes have passed since you have made your way over to the farm, and you see Redmond approach again with his purple bandits. And he says, welcome to my farm. I hear that you come telling stories of my brother?
Yes, we have seen and spoken with June. And
your brother.
Time Bubble, June, Istus. We need to go see your brother Luca in the cave north of the mines.
Right.
We have an idea to get out of this. It doesn't involve to get out of this time loop without. It does not involve the explosives.
The time loop? What do you mean?
Well, we've done this a couple of times. Like we've been through a couple of different things. We thought we started in the mines. That didn't work. We saw Paloma. Didn't really lead anywhere. And then
How did you get through the barrier?
oh, we just walked through. Let's walk and talk. We need to go see Luca.
Make a persuasion check.
Again.
Yeah, it's different.
All right. I just like shake my head and I put my hand in my head, my hand to my head, and I guide myself as well. With a
+4.
19.
He looks around at
Good
like
rolls.
the 6 guys he has and the 2 of you. And he's like, I mean, all right. I guess there's not really any reason to waste time.
We have 12.
Well,
We have 12. Let's go.
Tell the truth, there's plenty of time. We just end up in the same loop over and
I
over and
really
over.
don't want to do this again.
Istus be with us. This sounds like we've got ourselves in for some trouble. And over to the Luca cave. What's happening there?
Zim, you need to take yourself, unmute yourself so we can hear what you're trying to
My
convince
words are just
Luca to
catching
do.
up. It's a time Easter thing. Words are just catching up. Well, I've taken Luca through the story of what he previously chatted to us about, and let him know that we're bringing his brother so that they can help us try and communicate with Easter and see if we can get out of this.
Cool. Yeah, he immediately is like, yeah, that sounds cool. He's like, yeah, it's just is pretty rad.
Chillest skeleton ever.
Yeah.
He's got like a what's like the Mexican Day of the Dead mask. Like his whole skull looks like that. It's pretty sick. And so yeah, he's like at 10 past. He's sort of ready to come out of the cave, and his brother Redmond takes about another 5 minutes to walk from the farm to where you and Luca are currently.
And to prove our point, guys, in about 15 minutes, there's going to be an earthquake.
Oh yeah, the earthquake. Yeah, thanks, Claire. I totally forgot about that.
So
they both look at you like, right. And so the two of them have that same discussion, and Luca says, "Are you ready, Redmond?" And he says, "We built this thing once, brother. Let's do it again."
If you build it, they will come.
we built this temple.
We built this temple on hopes and prayers. Built this temple. Sorry, continue.
We can start our own Istas band. It'll be great.
We built this temple on fate and time.
All right, so we are moving on to this one. So you guys find both Luca and Redmond, bringing them together, and the two of them walk into the temple, and you see them place a mat on the floor. And as you watch, you see them begin a prayer, and they speak words that sound practiced to both of them, as you hear them say, "Lady of Fate, Mother Istis, author of the story of life and nurturer of passing time, we beseech these things in your name. Raise this temple so that..." And as they pray, they're interrupted due to the temple immediately beginning to reform and re-age itself. You see the temple pick up pieces that once fell, almost as if it's going backwards in time. Once the temple is rebuilt, the front doors open, and they invite you in with their now restored form.
Let's go. I'll head towards them and into the temple.
Dun dun dun!
Just Randy's a bit like, what the hell? And looking around, is Lucas still in skeleton form, or does that reverse process undo his...
So what you see as you enter the Temple of Istis, it looks beautiful. You see that sitting on the steps of the pulpit is somebody that you couldn't mistake for anybody except Istis herself.
What?
As she knits a scarf, and seeing you all, a smile comes on her face, and she says, "Time truly is sick inside of Refuge, isn't it?"
Who are you?
I immediately get down on my knees and like pull whoever's closest to me, like, get down.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Tim goes down on one knee, but it's hardly noticeable.
She says, no. There's not time for that. Please, just listen to what I have to say. I know of what's been happening inside of this place, but I must warn you that these things are just not rewinding over and over again, but in fact, these people are dying every time. It's not just the same loop, but it's every time they die, they lose a little bit of who they are. And if it goes too long, I'm afraid that they may never be able to return to what they once were if they were to leave this place.
But then, oh holy lady, how do we fix this?
Well, I personally don't even know how you're able to know what each of these loops are supposed to be, but I think somebody has some sort of artifact that is manipulating time, and it is It is them that is allowing you to remember for their own reasons.
Could it be June, the one that we keep seeing?
If June is still alive, then mayhaps. But that would mean that she's been playing with time for many, many years at this point. And truly that would be unthinkable, the long-term consequences. But alas, I do not have much time. I would like to say that I'm so grateful that you are trying to help, and as you may probably have guessed now, that there are multiple parallel worlds and realities filled with people doing the same things with slight variations, as you've come to understand from your time here. But for some reason, this current reality is the only one that has you all doing what you're doing.
Thanks for the raid, GM Chef.
Thank you, DM Chef. Sorry, is that a DM that cooks?
or GM that brews?
Ooh, I'd have to check that one out. That sounds like a great time.
Or is it GMC Peth? That's like a low choice, but...
Well, at any rate, welcome everybody. You're joining us as the party finds themselves in front of the god of fate and time in a rebuilt temple that has been dilapidated up until this point.
In a time loop situation.
A time loop. It's Groundhog Day, but in D&D, it's pretty fun.
But you know what isn't a time loop? Once we hit 150 followers, we're giving away some Raging Rolls merch and Tasha's Culture and everything. So smash that follow button.
Always be plugging.
So close.
Yeah, so you guys are all around her, and she says, I don't know what else lies beyond this place for you all, but the one thing I know is that I want all of you to be emissaries of mine in this place. It won't be much work, but I'll need you to be agents of time as we move forward.
Time cops?
You could think of it that way, yes. Time sheriffs, if you would. And if you were to take it, I will try and help you as best as I can. Do you accept being my emissaries?
Zim steps forward. We do.
You see her open up her palms, and you see 3 items that are lying within them. She says, I give you this small token of my favor. It is an orb of time. If you were to smash this orb filled with the sands of time itself, it will reverse time to exactly 9 seconds in the past. And you will be the only one that remembers it. Your consciousness will be the only source of memories. But it will help in the future. The next is a bag of necessity. I wove this myself. And you see this brown knitted bag with a golden knitted lock on its top. And she begins to explain, the contents of this lock are unknown, as the threads of fate cannot be predicted. When the time comes, you will know that it is time to reach into the bag and find what you require. And she hands the bag of necessity. She's sort of holding them out. She's not giving them to anybody specifically.
Oh, I'll step forward and I'll supplant myself and get the bag.
This is yours. Hold it well. And lastly, she says, I hear that you've all found javelrangs. These javelrangs. But what I have here is something a little bit more showy. And she, in her hand, she expands out this gorgeous chrome lance that she pulls out. She says, this is a spear made out of some of the essence of time. You can throw this at your enemies and you can recall it back to yourself as if it was rewinding its path through space. It is
Rated. Fuck.
it is made with a craftsmanship in mind, and you will find that it has a +1 ability to do things like hit people and do damage. So yeah, that's a +1 spear that you can recall through time, back and forth between you and it.
Has it got Claymore written on it?
It is being held up to the first person who takes claim.
Oh, I'm already no.
My concern is
I'm already
Red's going to
getting
grab the orb and smash it and then ask for the spear instead. Where'd the orb go? What's going on here? Don't do that, Red. Just trade it if you want the other thing.
It's like a Christmas gift swap. Yeah, so you guys all take your turns, and Clay, the spear lays heavy on your conscience as the chance lance is spelled out towards you. The chance lance.
Love it.
If people don't mind, I'll have the chance lance, as I'm rather proficient with thrown shit.
Yeah. Something different than grappling should be nice.
As you grab it, you know that all of your compelled jewels in the future will be extra stylish.
Zim's going to ask for the orb.
That's fine. So we've got the bag.
Tuck it into wizard robe.
The bag with you, Red. You've got the wizard robe where you put your orb in your wizard robes, and then we've got the chance lance going to Claymore.
Ren looks
Can I
around
ask
at
a
these
quick-
three clowns
Is
taking
that-
stuff and just like fucking assholes and turns away.
Just like, Red, don't
Looking
steal
for shit
anything.
to
Dating
steal.
right you.
Not everybody else has a terrible orc spirit inside them. Okay, you've got something that nobody else has,
Yeah, exactly. Like you're special in your own way, Ren.
and you get a wolf. You know that's pretty rad.
Was the chance lance a +1 to hit or a +1 damage?
Both.
Both?
So that's.
+1 squared.
I think now the only person in the party that doesn't have a magic item is Ren.
Yeah.
The puppy.
I will tell.
But she has the puppy. Yeah, exactly. She has the puppy.
Can I ask a quick question? My hand still has my gem in it.
It does.
Has it been being powered up every time we reset and the entire people die? Because I could be collecting a lot of souls. That's my question. Am I constantly collecting a piece of our soul every time we die?
I don't think your soul. See, because you guys are going back and forward through time, which means that you're like when you die or when people die around you, you're still absorbing their soul. But when you die, you're reverted back to the point in time when you didn't have their souls.
So yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I just got a nosebleed.
Yeah.
In the same way that your spell slots come back, your
Okay.
souls don't come back.
But our memories do.
They do. Yeah. Yep. Memories are intangible. They're not actually tangible things. The soul is tangible. This is what we learned tonight.
So
So yes, she says, "I have one last blessing. The fact of the matter is that fate will eventually guide you towards a moment that will challenge you in a new and horrible way. Although I cannot make that difficult decision for you, I will grant you the time to make that decision." And she says, as she starts to blink out, she is slowly fading, and then she comes back, and she looks at you all, and you see a tear form in her eye as she looks upon all of you, and she says, "You're gonna be amazing." And she disappears.
Thanks,
Just as she's disappearing, Zim yells out, "Is anyone's mum a dragon?" We'll never know.
Never know now. And with that, you find yourself back in the outside of the temple, and you see it again. It is completely dilapidated as it once was.
Is Lucas and Redmond still with us?
They managed to jump outside as well, and they look at each other, and with a smile, Redmond looks at his brother, and they both, as much as a skeleton can smile, Luca says, I never thought the day would come where you and I would stand together again in Istus's light, brother. But I am glad that we did. And as you guys are having this little moment, the world blows up.
Fuck!
But we didn't get the earthquake.
You guys were deep in time space land. So you find yourselves again woken up and find in front of Roswell the clay golem.
Wait.
But this time, all of your items are in hand.
So we have our new items.
You do.
I have an idea.
Do it
Is
again.
to
Get more
sense
items.
the bag of necessity. I'll know when I need it. So I'm going to run over to the barrier and see if I need it.
You don't.
Fuck!
What about if we go see the witch? See if we need it then. Might have a diamond in it for us.
Yeah, you're thinking.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Back
That's
to
why
the witch.
you're the smart one.
You guys run to the witch, and she's like, "Motherfuckers, why did you charm me?"
Oh, fuck!
How would she know that? It's been a loop.
She's like,
She remembers.
"I can see the future, goddammit."
Not the past, though.
Well, now I don't trust you, Mr.
Why would-
Swaggy Hips.
Charm her
We'll start to
again.
roll those hips again and just give her the eyes. Mm.
But before you get too carried away, Zim, getting those hips going.
Those hips don't lie.
Paloma, you were mentioning last time when we encountered you that some diamonds might turn on those crystals and provide us some information.
Yes, I did mention something like that, didn't I?
Yeah, can we let bygones be bygones, and if diamonds are the currency?
Did you bring the diamonds?
Red, can you see if we have any diamonds?
I feel like I can open the bag. Like,
The bag is completely locked still.
Red, diamonds.
I don't know why you're looking at me for.
Red.
Let's go rob a bank! Right at the door.
Paloma, I give you my deepest apologies for not trusting you earlier. We've been through these loops so many times and so many devious things have happened. Somebody burned alive, and I wanted to make sure that that was not something that happened to you in one of these, dreadful things. So
I will offer you a alternative.
I'd love an alternative.
The diamonds will do whenever you can get them to me, whether it is now or in the future. But know that if you do not bring me the diamonds that you promise, I cannot promise that you will like the future that awaits you.
We would definitely bring you diamonds.
She says, in that case, I will offer you 2 prophecies. One small and one large.
And what's that diamonds-wise? 3 diamonds?
That is 3 diamonds. Says that is all that I will be able to muster for you. Especially after what you did to me.
I saved your life.
She looks at you with those hips.
Those hips are just wiggling.
Those
Bunch
damn
of-
hips.
Where it all started.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
The game.
Kind of tempted to cast mirror
people
image and
are-
have like 4 hips just swiveling.
So yeah, she says she'll begin with a small prophecy, and she says the 2 diamonds were for friends. If you want the big prophecy, that'll be 10 diamonds from now on. And she says, so 11 diamonds, and then we can talk.
Whoa, you said 3 diamonds.
That was before I remembered the future and the past that you beguiled me.
But nobody died. I merely didn't know if I could trust you.
Take it or leave it. Do you want the prophecy or not?
Of course I want the prophecy.
Well, then sit down, shut up, and look into the crystal. She takes over a crystal from the array that she has around her. She sets it in the center of the table, and you see that it starts to glow as smoke seems to arise from it. A almost mist comes into the room. You see yourself at or at least through the vision, the entrance to the quarry. You hear a voice over everything as it reads, "Imminent destruction comes from below. Before you can learn how to stop it, you must figure out what you must stop. Turn your eyes to the quarry. you're not ready to face what awaits you there, but you must know its face. And she sort of again breaks out a little bit from it, and she says, "All right, you must now see the big prophecy." And she pulls off one of the bigger crystals from her shelves, and she places it again, and the mist swirls thicker than before. You see moving train tracks that end in a junction, and you hear a voice yelling, "Turn right! Turn right, right!" And the vision is about to fade when suddenly it all switches up. You see the crystal that begins to shatter, and it begins to go black with random swirling colors inside. And you see two images side by side. You see an ocean made of bubbling tar with a black sky. There seems to be figures moving in the black tar, but it's not clear what they are. In the second image, you see a grey world covered in ash that appears barren and lifeless. Your voice, again, over the images. In the future, you will be offered a terrible choice between two options that will determine the fate of reality itself. In this moment of crisis, remember, there is always a third option. And with that, we will end tonight's stream.
No.
So for everybody joining us, that's the bit of a cliffhanger that we'll wait until we resume in the new year. We're all having a bit of a Christmas break, and we're really looking forward to kicking off 2021 with some more awesome adventures, and hopefully giving out some free books, hitting that 150 followers.
That's hoping that 2020 doesn't go boom at the end as well.
Hey, I mean, I've
like 6 more months until the end of the year, so.
And I've learned a lot about the stock market this year that I could really just use to enjoy whatever loop of 2020 that I find myself in.
Hey, just before we leave, quickly, just back to this choice. Is the third choice, when she says that, does she look at Zim's hips at all? And, like, raise eyebrows or anything? Is that...
when you make that look at her, she's like, and there's always a sort of a side quest.
the old move an eyebrow?
Like, yeah, all of her wrinkles are, like, winking at you at once. They're just like...
So were her predictions just for Zim? Or... did the people in the room all see that as well?
You all saw it through the smoke and the mist.
So can we just recap those? Turn your eyes to the quarry. You're not ready to face it, but you must know its face.
I will quickly reread, and I can give this to you guys as quotes as well, so you can ponder over them for the while to come. But yeah, so imminent destruction comes from below. Before you can learn how to stop it, you must figure out what must stop it. Turn your eyes to the quarry. You're not ready to face what awaits you there, but you must know its face. And then the second one was turn right. You got like a good glimpse of that. Mm-hmm. And then you also got this sort of bubbling ocean of tar with people in the tar. And then you had sort of this grey, desolate ash world that was completely lifeless. And you sort of will have two choices, but there is always a third.
I choose the option that is sunny and beaches and sand.
That is
it'll be sunny next to a sexy fireball.
Yeah, no, it'll be nice. It'll be like a nice temperate zone, nice tropical zone. Not unlike Brisbane.
Oh dear.
This is sounding
like
crazy. This is like playing Myst or something, just going round in fucking circles.
This has been really fun to DM though. I will say that.
Fun/frustrating.
Further this session,
No, you did. No, you did. Once you guys started, like, you haven't figured out the one thing that you got stuck on, but hopefully you guys will find out how to get through that eventually.
Just like doing a test. Like if something's too hard, you can't figure it out. Move along. Do the rest of the test.
Yeah.
Back to
You
the
come
hard.
back. You guys,
Good one, Dad.
you guys figured out D, and then you figured out that A and E didn't work.
Yeah, so I got a feeling it seems like we're doing one of those multiple choice fill in the blanks, and we're just going C, 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 C.
And then it's like one of those ones you can try as many times as you like. So it's like, okay, I didn't quite get my 50% pass mark. I'm just going to give it another run.
Oh,
It'll be
I'm
much
so keen to
easier
go
playing
back
with an
and
open
try
book,
Valve.
just saying.
Oh, yeah. No, once you've gone through this, I'll let you try it again.
Yeah. Also, you said before, but what's down the bottom of the mine shaft?
You'll find out.
Dude.
You don't know yet what the face of
So
that
close.
is.
But it's
So close.
purple, and it eats people. It's that purple
Oh my
people
god,
eater.
it's a purple people eater.
I mean,
Well,
it is. But
Did we say we got a bag of necessity?
Yeah, I got a bag
Have
of
we had
necessity.
any needs to like open a door without dying at all? Like,
We don't
apparently
know.
that
Mine?
need is not what fate ordained. This is a bag made out of the threads of fate. If
Yeah,
you think
it'll
that she's,
open when it's ready to open.
yeah, it's like it's gotta get some time. It's gotta find the right moment.
Oh man. Hopefully, when it's the right moment, it kind of tugs at your side, so you know it's the right moment, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, or like we'll just forget about it for like it will end this campaign, and then Robin will be like, "I think I forgot something."
it'd be a dog whistle, and it'd be like, you should have called Mist at this time. Tats.
Well, lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been
Been
a great year. It's been awesome to kick this off this year and go into the stream and obviously building up a bunch of cool people to hang out with on Thursday nights.
And
It's been a
happy
hell of a
holidays,
year.
like all 145 of you. Crap.
What a privilege.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in to see our faces. We appreciate it.
And we will welcome all of you back in the new year to hopefully continue all of the fun that we've been having.
Happy holidays.
Stay safe.
Play safe. Roll safe. Don't check the traps.
Hey guys,
you know,
yeah.
always roll with advantage.
And if there's a door, just give up.
Yeah. If there's a door, no.
the moral
Don't fuck doors.
lessons.
2020, don't fuck with
Oh,
doors.
dear.
How can a door kick your ass for 2 sessions?
I could write a book on that one.
But hey, I just posted our YouTube. If you've missed any sessions and you want to catch up, there's a bunch of stuff there. We've got our battle arenas. We've got
Yeah.
past episodes of Waterdeep Dragonheist. We've got Ack Inc., our older campaign that
We had some fun with some corporate shenanigans.
Fuck the Puzzle Master. Hey, and I think we've got things that are DM'd by other people. So we've got like Robin and Mark. Mark and Rod did some Battle Arena as well on our
So you
YouTube.
did.
So they fucked with the party really well. They'll make great DMs.
Devious DMs that make devious DMs.
We are due for a good battle arena.
We are. And let's not forget that on our merch store, which you can get from ragingrolls.com, newly refurbished merch store, what better time to get some raging merch for Christmas, right?
Oh. Haven't got something for your mum? Get her a Raging Rolls shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
maybe your wife. Get her like a
Well,
Raging
New
Rolls face
notebook.
mask.
We have notebooks now, so
Bags. It's awesome. Get some merch. Ragingrolls.com.
Kid.
and
Okay.
as always, a big shout out to the charity that we support, Beyond Blue, here in Australia. They do so much. They help so many people suffering from mental illness, depression, anxiety, all of that. They're continuously doing things to improve and support people with mental health issues. We raised almost $2,000.
Yeah, almost $2,000.
1700 ish.
Yeah, this year for them in October, and that was thanks to you guys. Thank you for your support for that.
To our sponsors.
Thank you to our sponsors. Oh, so many sponsors. We'll have a list of our sponsors all on our Facebook because there's so many.
And with that, we'll bid you all a good night and look forward to seeing you all in the new year.
Rage on.
Bye.
Rage on!
Bye.